Have you no time to walk a dog? Do you think birds are part of the government and that cats are the devil? Fish too boring and a turtle too burdensome? No worries. We have a pet just for you, my hardworking friend. Worm. Get yours today. Worms are not always bait. They make fantastic pets. The wormier, the squirmier, the better. There are so many friends to choose from, all wriggling and ready to shimmy on home with you for just a small price. Some worms you could choose from are the playful breed, a red worm. They come above the ground to meet you after a long day. You will not be disappointed in its energy and capabilities. Another worm that people love are the earthworms. They are more commonly known since they are well loved for their burrowing. Just look for that wide, fleshy collar. They're on the shyer side. They prefer to dig great holes and be away from the surface. If you want a pet worm that is easy to care for and has good payout, choose the earthworm to be your new friend. Worm fact: did you know that worms can be considered livestock?
Wow.
Another tip is you need to be ready to neuter your pet. Worms breed very fast. You can't leave too many eggs sitting around or you may have too many. Tip: some worms are hermaphrodites, which means they are both boys and girls and can create eggs all by themselves. Each worm comes with their own worm care kit, which will be expanded on later in this information-packed video. Get yours today. Now it's time for my friend Miss P to explain all the benefits, nutrients, and products that worms can create just for you.
Buy a worm now, a deal out of this world, sold for the low price of $9.99. What comes included with this purchase is benefits, nutrients, and products. An example of benefits is the castings of red worms contain a high percentage of humus that helps soil particles form into clusters, which create a channel and improve the soil capacity to hold water. Another is worm castings have a great amount of microreactivity, beneficial microorganisms in the soil, and other organic matter. An example for nutrients is nutrient content of vermicomposting varying what the earthworms are fed, but feeding them moist still causes nitrogen mineralization, phosphorus mineralization, and sulfur mineralization after egestation. And another one is vermicomposting contains a variety of nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphate, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sodium, zinc, copper, iron, manganese, and organic carbon. Products of vermicomposting. The most apparent one of the products is worms, called red wrigglers. Vermicompost, also often known as worm casting or worm feces, is the solid material left after the worms have digested and excreted all organic matter in a compost pile. Another product is the liquid that drips out of the worm bin or bed that is rich in nutrients is called vermicompost tea. And it is called vermicompost tea because it's a reddish-brown color. For products, they can be targeted to desired product if your goal is to produce useful products from waste is done with the help of primary or secondary vermicompost practices. The goal is to make more vermicompost tea as possible. You can add more water than is needed to maintain moisture, but risk making the vermicomposting tea weaker by adding more water. You get all of this included with just the price of $9.99. You get hardworking, squirming, wiggly, wormy pets, which is a deal of a lifetime. So why wouldn't you want to buy and own one of our hardworking, wiggly, wormy pets? It is a deal that comes full of more than just owning a worm, and for a down price of $9.99, which is a steal.